Despite the campaign, which I would never want to touch ever again,
Quite fascinating.
You know what? Drop it.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has delivered one of the best zombies experiences of recent years, and some solid multiplayer action featuring Treyarch's signature maps with unique designs. However, among the 16 core 6v6 maps, not all of them are granted an S or A+. In fact, some of them want me to skip the map as quickly as I see it on the vote section, or leave the lobby if I'm forced to join mid-game. So with that in mind, here's a ranking of all multiplayer maps in Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Although pretty much like a snowy scene in Call of Duty multiplayer maps, Retrieval is a disappointment. The map is 3-laned like every other one, but the open area is so unforgiving. And the design is super simple. A bunch of ice and small covers. That's it. A pretty boring map overall. Colossus is the POI we got to visit back in the Black Ops 2 campaign when trying to save Karma. And well, it's ruined in Black Ops 7. I mean it's literally destroyed for some events happening in the story. And the remnants are what we see in the multiplayer map we got in the game. Is it a good map though? Not really. I could easily spawn trap the opponent by camping on the top side, and that's what I usually want in small 2v2 maps, not a medium-sized playground. Let me be clear up front, Homestead looks fantastic, with a gorgeous Aurora Borealis in the sky above. However, the map features a cozy building in the center and a large surrounding area suitable for lots of pesky camping snipers, which makes things suboptimal. I like the idea of encouraging people to slow down a little, but the overall gameplay of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 does not match the gun first playstyle, and it's an issue that rears its ugly head on this map in particular. I don't remember my teammates and friends loving Express back in the days of Black Ops 2, and I don't see a reason they should in Black Ops 7's remastered version of it. It's the same map, no extra ground, with the addition of wall jump. You can now climb the trains and actually take advantage of the middle area. Pretty mid overall. Den is one of the better multiplayer maps of Black Ops 7 with its Japanese theme and peak cover areas along the sides, but it's still far from being the best. It's got one big rocket launcher in the middle and the rest is just open on 3 sides. If people are only playing the map on the side lanes, then the middle area isn't well covered, which can lead to a lot of frustrating death. I would say the same thing I mentioned about Den for the Forge, but at least it's got rotating walls in the middle that you can use as cover and a tool to utilize wall jump to the windows. Also, the 2 side lanes on the Forge are well detailed with doors and covers, especially the one to the right side of the JSOC team's spawn. If there's one simple map in Black Ops 7 that's pretty much well balanced with no extra layer, it's Toshin. The majority of the gunfights takes place on the middle ground, and with only a few spots of cover plus a crashed train, good aiming beats movement in Japan. This one's pretty decent. Cracking the top 9, Exposure is one well-detailed map where players tend to take their time and fight on all fronts from every lane. The middle area itself has 2 sides, and that helps with advancing through the enemy defenses, if you're good with wall jumps and movement. The 2 sides also provide solid pieces of cover, whether if that's inside a hovering container or behind a crashed tank. Blackheart is probably one of the best Black Ops 7 multiplayer maps to utilize wall jumping in the middle area, while also offering solid cover for snipers on the sides. There is a rotating box at the core, making it tricky to track the opponents, which is, I would say, creative. Also, flanking the enemy team is much easier from one of the sides, where you can take the risk and wall jump to the other side, and that's if the enemy sniper is sleeping or not at his post. If you've never seen a Call of Duty multiplayer map where the majority of the gunfight takes place on only one side, then you've got to experience Cortex in Black Ops 7. The facility and those tubes with the test subjects inside are where the wall jump spammers thrive, but that doesn't mean the other parts of the map are a failure. Imprint reminds me of one of the best maps in the Black Ops series, Summit. The map is big and each lane has a unique playstyle. You can either wall jump to the other side or the middle, or take the long road and risk your life for a flanking opportunity. The middle area is also well balanced with a smaller size compared to a map like Den and enough cover to escape death. One of the bigger maps of Black Ops 7 multiplayer with a great aesthetic and details on all 3 lanes. The middle area is well covered and the sides themselves are just as big. The Scar is where you can take a shot at a guy camping on the spawn building from the side or flank them by moving under a crashed plane. You can't go wrong with Nuketown. The classic Black Ops map has been featured in every single title of the series and is back in full glory in Black Ops 7. This is the 2025 version of the map with futuristic aesthetics and design, but the gameplay and details are just the same. In fact, with Black Ops 7's slower movement and wall jump, Nuketown plays much better than BO6. Just like Nuketown, Hijack is a simple yet super well balanced map from Black Ops 2, and it's not changed a bit in Black Ops 7. However, I've never experienced this map with wall jump, and I have to admit, reaching out to the windows without taking the stairs feels amazing. Another blast from the past, Raid is one of the best maps of the whole Call of Duty franchise, with 3 lanes that can all turn into 2v2 small maps of their own. The middle area has rocks as cover, and if you're feeling sneaky you can always go prone so that nobody sees you. One of the side lanes has cars and a square to use as cover with windows on both sides for sniper fights, and the same can be said about the other side as well, except for the fact that you can dive into water and go stealthy and flank the enemies. Putting a Black Ops 2 remastered multiplayer map on the top spot was easy, but there is one original Black Ops 7 playground that almost all players vote on in pretty much every lobby I've played, and that's Flagship. The map is medium sized and every lane is chaotic. The routes are connected and really thoughtfully balanced. For example, you can hardly shoot anyone below in the middle area from the top side. There is also room for wall jumping skills, there is enough cover on all sides, and even though spawn trapping is a thing, there are enough buildings on each spawn location to evade and overcome the trapper. Overall, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 maps feel very much like the ones from BO3 and BO4. There is a solid middle ground, a side lane with details, and another lane for taking the risk of getting one tap or flanking the enemy. That's better than BO6 and a good improvement over Black Ops Cold War. But as always, let us know what you think in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed our content, please smack that like and subscribe button, follow the nerdstash.com and the Nerdstash YouTube channel for more gaming content, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace.